Oh no, I only have 5 and I need 7. Hmm. 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 Hi, and welcome to a new video. I'm Jacques, Mr. Pink Ink, and today I'm presenting to you my TBR for September, which I'm very excited for. It's the new Magical Readathon hosted by Book Roast, and I will link all the information down below in the description box, so please do go through and have a look at what this Magical Readathon is all about. It's super exciting. Super exciting. I am hoping to read 7 books. I know it's highly ambitious and I've been failing my last couple readathons that I've been in. I do have excuses for that, but they're also not excuses. Yeah, things have been happening in my life, good things and bad things, and I'm celebrating the good ones. So this is why I'm behind, and I'm not sorry. So yeah, so do go check that video down below to familiarize yourself with all the rules, because this is not what this video is about. So yes, come along with me. Let's have a look at the Novice Path and pick some books. Let's go. Welcome to another winter's day in Cape Town. It's literally the last day of winter, because tomorrow, September the 1st, is spring day. Yeah, the sun is giving it a good show. Lighting is what we have today. Yeah, and also we are going into change of season, which is, a hay fever sufferer's nightmare. A week and a half, 2 weeks of solid everything, because we're changing. It happens autumn, it happens spring. So once that's over, we're good to go. So yes, so if you see me snipping or hearing, I apologize in advance. There's nothing I can do about it until it goes away. Okay, so it is Monday, the 30th of August. I'm a bit behind in my schedules, and I'm busy prepping for my new video, my TBR for September, and I am joining the Magical Readathon that is hosted by Book Roast. And you should go check it out. I'll link it down below. So I printed out the stuff, and I want to copy stain it because I'm going to be using it in photos throughout the month of September. So that is what I'm going to be doing now. Copy staining these quickly. It's winter here, and it's really crappy outside. It's very dark. It's very rainy. So I don't know how long these will take to dry. So I'm going to figure out which ones I'm going to use first, and then do those first. Okay. So, sorry. So I have a cup of coffee, black coffee, no sugar. Make it as dark or as light as you want to. I also want to get some granules and some salt. I'll be back. Okay, so I bought some granules that I'm going to be using. I'm just bought it off here, and then some salt, which I'll also use. Hopefully these techniques will work. Right, so I just want to move the camera a little. Okay. Basically you can do, I should have cut it first. Doesn't matter. Basically you can use a sponge or whatever. Do this. I couldn't find a sponge. Anyway, oops. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this paintbrush. It's got this is a cheap brush. That's and then what we're going to do is I'm going to take some coffee granule. Let's see how this goes, right? And we're going to just put them in areas that we want to make darker. Okay. Yeah, can you see? So now it's soaking a bit into the wet, making darker stones. How cool is that? How cool is that, Susie? Cool. So now what I want to do, because I'm not going to use this whole thing, some of it will be cut away, so that's pretty cool. Now I want to put it aside. To dry, and then I need to figure out which papers I want to do next. I'll be back. Ha ha ha. Okay, so now just as the coffee, what is absorbing the coffee to make darker stones, the salt is supposed to do the adverse effect and push the coffee away. Yeah, so I think I may be doing the salt trick wrong, but anywho. Okay, so I've let it dry overnight, and this is what we are looking like. So okay. So as you can see, this is what the coffee granules do. Okay, but I use granules, so I think powder would be better because sometimes it makes these thick marks and then it gets all sticky. So I had to tap them over and then tap it over like that to get rid of the excess. See, so it doesn't get all sticky and stuff. And then this is what the salt does. It pushes it away, so I wasn't doing too badly. It actually looks really nice. I like that. And if you're wondering, this is how it started out. So yeah, very cute. Very cute. Okay, I am just gonna get straight into the prompts because, as I said, all the rules and stuff you can find on Book Roast's original video. It is her readathon after all. So we are following a map. I'm grabbing my actual physical copy, but I'm gonna put a digital copy in. Oh yeah, a digital, yes. And we're going to travel the map, and there are 7 places to go to get to the school of Orilium. Yes. And you have to read a book at the entrance to the Novice Path. This is called the Novice Path. It's part 1, and we are super excited. By the way, I'm thinking of making a separate video where I create the character that will continue the readathon from April. If you think that's a good idea, please let me know down in the comments below. If you think that's not a good idea and you don't want to see that, you can also tell me that. I don't mind. So yeah, so I'm thinking of doing that, where I create my character and read those books in association with that. But that's like a different video maybe. Okay, cool, thanks. The Novice Path awaits your mind. Your pride and greed must stay behind. Now walk the trials, play the part, to help unearth those pure of heart. Okay, so the entrance to the Novice Path requires that you read a book with a map. Excuse. I have some books that I've already chosen. And I seem to have forgotten what I want them to do for. So anyway, book with the map. Is Widow's Welcome by D.K. Fields. Look how pretty is that cover. This is gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. This is book 1 in the Tales of Fenest series. There's power in stories, and this is a story of power. Dead bodies aren't unusual in the alleyways of Fenest, capital of the Union of Realms, especially not in an election year, when the streets swell with crowds. Muggings, brawls gone bad, debts collected. Detective Cora Gordheim has seen it all, until she discovers a wayward man with his mouth sewn shut, and is thrown into the most dangerous game of all, politics. In a world where stories win votes, someone has gone to a lot of trouble to silence this man. As Cora digs into his past, she finds herself uncovering a conspiracy that threatens everything she knows. Cool. So this is going to be my entrance book. I'm aiming on reading them in sequence as per the map. The requirement is to only read 2 books to be able to gain entry to the school. So there's that. Yes. Then we are on our way to the Ashtorn tree, and for that we need to read a book that keeps tempting you, or a book that's high on your TBR. And for that I'm going to go with Warheart by Terry Goodkind. This is book 15 in the Sword of Truth series, and that is the final one, and then it continues with The Children of Dahara, which is another 5 books. And I think that's where also it splits into the Sister of Darkness series. Yeah, the Nikki Chronicles. So that's where that left off. So I'm dying to read it. So I'm going to put that in there. And yeah, I'm going to go with that. And now we're making our way to the Mist of Solitude, or through the Mist of Solitude. And for that prompt, we need to read a standalone. Now, if you've been looking anywhere on my blog, there's a blog post of 21 bookish things that I want to do in 2021, and it's now the end of August. I will link that blog post down below in case you are interested in reading that. But I'm going to choose a book off of that list. I'm going to go with Animal Farm by George Orwell, because I'm like the last person on this planet to not have read this book. So yes. So I'm going to go with that. Under the feckless husbandry of Mr. Jones, the manor farm has fallen into disrepair. Pushed into hardship, the animals decide to stage a revolt, and led by 2 young pigs, Snowball and Napoleon, they overthrow Mr. Jones and drive him away from the farm. In the subsequent struggle for power, it is Napoleon who emerges as a victor. He remains he renames the place Animal Farm, gets rid of his enemies, and by the way he behaves, expecting to be glorified above the others and turning the screw on his fellow beasts in order to keep them subjugated, begins to resemble more and more the former rulers of the farm, the hated humans. So yes, it's short because 7 books. So I'm picking that one. Also courtesy of Jonathan Ball. Thank you very much. And we are now making our way through the Rune of the Skye. And for this, we need to read a book that features ghosts or a haunted house or any other supernatural elements. I can't think of anything at the top of my head, but I do know that someone has chosen Strange the Dreamer on their list, or Habit, by Laini Taylor. I am saying that this may be replaced because, I need something smaller. This is a clunker. But anyway, so yeah, so I'm not going to give the synopsis on that one because I'm not entirely sure if I'm going to read this one or replace this one. If you like this video, please leave a thumbs up down below because it really helps us creators out a lot. And also consider subscribing to my channel because I'm fabulous. And also there'll be some more bookish goodness and some slice of life and blah 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 blah. Well, not blah, yeah. And we've made it to Obsidian Falls. It's such a lovely place. We can take a break from our long trek and we can read a thriller or a mystery book. And I'm going to go with The Cleaner by Mark Dawson. Yeah, it's like a new spy thriller series or something. So this looks like book 1. So if you're a fan of Jack Reacher, then you know what to expect more or less. Anyway, John Milton is the man the government call when they want a problem to vanish. But what happens when he's the one that needs to disappear? Okay, cool. So we're going to do that one. And also, thinner doesn't necessarily mean shorter. Anyway, so... At the Tower of Rumination, we need to read a book that is a 5-star prediction for me. So I need to choose a book that I feel will be a 5-star read. I'm going to go with an audiobook for this one, and I'm on via Anyplay FM. And this is a book 4. And I'm not going to give you a synopsis about it, but it's a young adult. It's by David Eddings. And we're following young Darian, who has found that he is a sorcerer. And now he's traveling to recover a magical object. And he's just found out that he's the chosen one to save the universe. And he's discovering his powers. And there's a whole prophecy at play. And all the players have a name like, the mother of the world and the man who looked twice. It's really, really exciting, and it is narrated by Cameron Biley, and it's fantastic. It's fantastic. The other 3 books have been 5 stars for me because of Cameron Biley experience. So I'm predicting that one's going to be another 5 stars. So we're doing that one. And now we finally made it to the gates at the Academy, Orilium Academy, at the Arc. And our final task is to read a book with the school setting. So, after searching my shelves, I decided I'm going to go with Fuse by Sally Partridge. S.A. Partridge. This is local. This is signed by the author. So awesome. She sent me a package after doing a promo. And she sent me a package with the book and 2 others. And this is first of the two that I haven't read of hers yet, so this looks cool. This also looks, you know, LGBTQIA plus because of the synopsis. I could be wrong. Kendall Mullins hates high school as much as life at home, but all that changes when Craig Baumgarten joins his class. Craig makes school almost bearable, until bullies set their sights on the new best friends, and Craig hatches a plan to fight back, with devastating consequences. Kendall and his brother Justin are forced to flee the suburbs in an attempt to outrun the law and their parents, but on the streets of Cape Town, they find that life can get even tougher, and it's even better now because it's in my hometown. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Unfortunately, if we're going to go according to all the route, this is going to be the last book I read. But that's all good. So those are... So those are my 7 books. 2 of them are digital, 1 on my e-reader, 1 on the Kindle. No, sorry, 1 on the e-reader and 1 audiobook on any platform. I confused myself. Why do I do that even? And yeah, let me know down in the comments below if you are also participating. Please leave your link down below if you have a TBR video. I'd love to see what you guys are reading for your prompts. I love doing readathons, and I've been sucky at it this year, but I intend to finish this. I am currently reading Son of the Storm, which is the 3rd book of my 4-book readathon for last month, only because I didn't read the books finished from the month before that. Only because I didn't read the books finished from the month before that. So, once I finish Son of the Storm, I'll continue on to this one, and I'll put the rest of the books onto my book of shame, my pile of shame behind me, because I have to pick a book from there. None of these books are from my pile of shame. But that's neither here nor there. And that's the end of another video from me. I do hope you enjoyed this one, and I hope you come back for my next one. From a fake sunny winter Cape Town. Stay safe, wear your masks, get vaccinated. I'm waiting for my 2nd jab in October. Much love, stay safe. Hi. Yes, and we've made it to Obsidian Falls. And now we are making our way through the ruin of the Skye.
Every single day